So what are we looking to do? We're looking to get some sort of, we're looking to make sure that we could maybe institute some sort of legislative changes to make sure that this does not happen again. And like I said, Alison and I have kind of resigned ourselves to the fact that we're not going to give monetary restitution in any way or shape or form, but maybe
justice in the way of, jail, prison.
Yeah, just
well, that's up to the courts, though.
I know.
Right? So
right,
you gotta talk to the prosecutor.
exactly. So I mean,
We don't even know who the prosecutor is, though.
that's where we kind of come to a standstill, and we don't know where to go with this. We would love some legal advice, help. Maybe there's nothing we can do. Maybe the buck stops here, and this is as far as we can take it as victims. But I mean, this is not our forte. This is not what Alison and I do. So we would love to have some sort of legal advice, consultation, as well as with the other victims. We've talked about it. We've talked about a class action lawsuit. But you need the name of victims in order to do a class action lawsuit, and that's kind of again where we come at a loss because we don't. They're not. No one will release the names of the victims.
Right.
So because it's a pending criminal case and it's not made available to the public. Though Mr. John O'Brien said he could get us the names of the victims.
Yes. I mean, what your feeling was when you first learned that your mother's money is no longer in that account where it should have been.
I was heartbroken, really, for my mom. That we're trusting him to do the right thing with her money, and he stole it.
And on my behalf, and I may speak for you, I'm not sure as well as, now you're left with, well, now we have to pay for this.
Yeah.
And
our mothers would never want us to bear that burden.
And our lives are very busy, and we're getting older as well, and we've got our own financial responsibilities, and we had not put into that equation paying for our mother's funerals into our financial equation. So now that's another I guess I'll call it burden. I don't want to make it sound like it is a burden because of course we would do that for our mothers, but it's another responsibility that we now have financially, is to pay for our mother's funeral services.
If you are able to form some sort of group or some sort of coalition, would you give any thought to getting advice on how to start a relief fund of some sort to help?
There actually is a relief fund that was started by Tierney Funeral Home.
Yes, I wrote a story about it.
I don't know. I think that it was like a GoFundMe page. It ended. It's done. I don't know what the final tally was monetarily, but I think it was when I looked, it was about $12,000.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
No, it wasn't much.
No, I didn't really see anything added to it.
Yes, I put my mother's name on that because I was told about it from a law firm, and I did put my mother's name on it. But so what does that come out to per victim? Probably 32 cents. 32 cents a victim.
Not gonna do it.
I
didn't know why. Also, he was encouraging other funeral homes to pitch in, and I thought that they would say, "Oh, that's a good idea," to show that we're good people as an industry.
Correct.
It didn't seem to work, but I looked at it, was pretty much the same. But
I think every funeral home that I have talked to has very good intentions, and they all feel horrible, and they all are just mortified by what Mr. Pietras has done to the industry, and want to help the victims in some way, shape, or form. So, like I said, I mean, we're not expecting any freebies, and we know they have a business to run, and they need to conduct it as a business. And a lot of them have offered to do some sort of monetary compensation for the victims.
perhaps a discount or something?
A monetary discount, I should say,
Okay.
yeah. So, and I'm not going to say who that is because I'm not happy with them. So, and most of
But
them.
most have, the ones you've talked to anyway.
And Emily here, I mean, this is a new business for them,
Yeah.
and to take on that kind of commitment to the victims was very generous of her.
And Emily, I may add, has been extremely gracious in letting us use these premises for this
Yeah.
room. She has opened her doors and been extremely gracious
That is amazing.
to the victims and letting us get the word out there. And I think that's the most important thing is that Alison and I are trying to do is to get the word out there about this and encourage people to follow up if they do have a prepaid funeral, and just to be cognizant if you do go to do a prepaid funeral now, things that you need to look for.
Yeah.